Nigeria. Look at UK's learning time. Our own is 630. UK, 900 hours. United States, 900 hours. French learning time, 920 hours a year. Japan, 880 hours a year. What is our own again? 630. The schools will start doing in Nigeria. Teachers will come in. If you begin to deduct all that, you see that we end up with 413. We still have other factors, that will come down from that. What are they? Emergencies, pandemic, elections, general public holidays. We have so many holidays. Teachers lack of skills and education. You have maternity leave. I don't know if we have maternity leave or not. So in the end, we're ending up with like 100 or 200 learning times. To the right is the timetable that I got when we started. Look at it. This one break 10 to 10:30, then 10:30 to 11:50 out of play. 11:50 to 12 closing service. How? Where we don't take any time to? When? See, I'm letting time to the big problem. So the two things, and I don't know about here, worked for over a year to explore different strategies to increase students' learning time in 20 schools, and the result has been phenomenal. We're not presenting the result, we've presented that before. What the states did with support from SSQ, they built head teacher and assistant head teachers capacity, leadership, they trained teachers on learning through play and practical activities, they supported parents who are home learning, they strengthened SSO's capacity to support learning, they involved key stakeholders in monitoring school level activities. Even village heads were involved in school level activities. So this handover exercise will focus on key aspects of the program that works, constantly keeping them going. We must make sure we constantly keep them going and exploring options of rolling them further into other schools in the entire state. I will close with more apples, more points. What we need for better impacts as demonstrated by teaching partners, more levels of stakeholders involvement. LGA, if it's possible, ward. We have ward level at local government. Let's get everybody involved. Ward, LGA, student, ministry, federal ministry. So let's get everybody involved. The more people we have, the better for us. More resources in schools and youth. So you must have resources in schools, and you must be using those resources. We've seen schools where resources are given to them by UBEC, and what do they do in the end? They lock those resources up. They don't use them. So more resources in schools and in youth will lead to better outcome. More lesson observations and feedback sessions. We need head teachers to conduct more lesson observations and feedback. More school-based capacity building, more support visits by SSOs, more monitoring visits by education managers. I want us to give a round of applause to the chairman, Adamawa again. He was always going to schools, always going to schools, primary school, ECCD, so that's really good, sir. So then, more support visits, more synergies among programs and funders. It doesn't make sense for the boss company to be doing something that Austin's company is doing. No, we're supposed to work together, because if we don't work together, we're going to be confusing our teachers. More hands-on activities during lessons and in school and at home. All giving the people, if we have all this, to give people more learning time and better learning outcomes. Thank you very much.
Other people stand where you are, please. Please stand where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like also to announce the arrival of the representative of the Emir of Bauchi. The person of Amana Bauchi, Dr. The Honorable Minister of Education is in this house. Ably represented by the Director, Basic Education. She's a doctor in her right, and she is representing the Honorable Minister of Education of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I would like you to stand up. I apologize on behalf of the coordinator of this program. I have not introduced her very well. She happens to be wearing two caps. First, as an honorable minister, the second one as the director basic education in the Federal Ministry of Education. Must stand up for us. Please. Yes. You see, SSQ has the blessing of all the stakeholders. This is one program that you see almost everybody here. Yeah.
Honestly, when she now pointed out that the minister was not on the program, I now took a look at the program and I realized it wasn't. And I'm very, very sorry. It wasn't intended. We had somebody in charge who was running around and doing things and was a little bit overwhelmed. So we apologize. So please don't be angry with us. We will make up for it later on. Everybody say we are sorry, you. We are sorry. Thank you very much.
We're very sorry. You see, the beauty of the whole thing is that it's only human to err, but it's divine to forgive. We do hope that it takes us. Okay, thank you very much. We are pardoned. Moving on, Mr. People, thank you very much. Just like he said, towards the end, synergy. All the major stakeholders in the education sector are in this room. And we feel that some of them who are sitting on the left divide of the room, like the representative of the executive secretary, NCCE, UNICEF is here. We give them a minute each to say something before we come to you guys and the Honorable Minister. So I will hand over a call on the representative of the executive secretary, NCCE, to come forward for a goodwill message. Just 1 minute.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I am Mrs. Gary Nora Owa, an assistant director with the Education Support Services and International Partnerships in NCC, that is National Commission for Colleges of Education, Abuja. I'm here representing my ES, Professor Paulinus Chijoke Okoye, who is unavoidably absent, and he has sent me here to appreciate the Sesame workshop. Instead, I tell you that we are grateful. We are not just grateful as a commission, but having included some of our colleges of education who train teachers for the basic education level, we say thank you very much. He is unavoidably absent as a result of some other very important engagements, and he says I should tell you, well done. Please have a pleasant and happy conversation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just as she was speaking, the representative of the area of Bauchi stepped in. He is the Dan Aman Bauchi, Dr. Muhammad Shehu Abdullahi, a former director from the Ahmad Shehu Abdullahi, Dr. Muhammad Shehu Ahmed, a former director with the Apex Bank, and also a royal blood, Dan Aman Bauchi, my own brother. Allah Ubangiji ya ja kwana, Allah ya sa abin da muka taru a nan mu ci amfani. Godiya muke. I would also like to invite Oluwatosin, yesterday Oluwatosin from UNICEF. Is she here? Yeah, she's not here? No? She stepped out? Okay, fine. Now moving on. I would like to call on the Executive Secretary, UBEC, Dr. Hamid Boboe, who is ably represented by Mr. Mayowa Nation, for his keynote address. You're welcome, sir. You see what I mean? All the matters are here.
The Honorable Minister of Education, ably represented by the Director of Basic Education, Grammar School Education, Dr. Black Davis, Royal Father or Royal Fathers present here this morning, the SUBEP chairpersons from Adamawa and Bauchi, and other dignitaries from the states, the representative of SPC, and other members of the high table, distinguished participants, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I bring greetings from Dr. Abi Boboe, the Executive Secretary of the Universal Basic Education Commission. I can testify that he's highly elated about this program. In the course of some of the happenings in Sesame Square, staff have also participated. So we're involved in whatever Sesame Square is doing. So we're happy to be part of them and also elated to be part of this handover program this morning. I'm presenting a keynote address on behalf of Dr. Amin Boboe. And the title of the address is Teaching Smarter, Teacher Professional Development for Sustainable Recovery During COVID-19. The anchor of the program said, not only during COVID-19, but it should be in the education system, and I totally agree with her, because we supposed to be smart all the time, not because of the pandemic. So my presentation is going to talk about COVID-19 impact on education, our effort as a commission, and how to be smart in education, the strategies for sustainable recovery, and then I conclude. Let's go. It's a great honor for me to be here, like I said earlier. The title of the presentation is Teaching Smarter, Teacher Professional Development for Sustainable Recovery during COVID-19. Prior to COVID-19 pandemic, the system of education relied greatly on face-to-face teaching and learning in our schools. And even up till now, some schools still don't allow digital devices such as phones, computers in school. Maybe they have their reasons for doing that. But education serves as a vital ability for self-development, fostering knowledge, skills, skills and values across generations. It's important in driving economic, social, and moral progress for nations cannot be underestimated. With the COVID-19 pandemic, great concern came into the system regarding the continuity of education at all levels. If you can recall that during the pandemic, schools, teaching and learning came to an abrupt stop, and students had to go home, teachers also, nothing could happen in the sector at that time. The implementation of the lockdown measure and subsequent closure of schools left most educators and learners grappling with the challenge of sustaining effective learning. And then there had to be a sudden shift. There has to be a sudden shift from the traditional classroom where you always have the teacher standing before you and the learners also sitting and listening, and onto a setting. Many are sure how to adapt and ensure educational progress during such unprecedented times. That time, because teaching and learning stopped, people had to start looking for ways of ensuring that teaching and learning continue. The impact of COVID-19 pandemic left schools and education services to a stop. There was loss of academic sessions, poor learning outcomes, educational opportunities became unequal, and academic achievement suffered. Teachers had to adapt by embracing digital learning approaches such as online, offline methods, and that's especially in the private schools, because some of them had that infrastructure at that time to ensure continuous learning. State ministries quickly, those who are proactive also quickly put in some strategies, and this introduced the radio, TV, and internet-based learning. The shift emphasized the importance of teacher professional development in digital literacy, innovative pedagogy, as well as inspiring smart education approaches. Overall, the pandemic highlighted the need for resilience and adaptable educational systems that combine traditional method and digital method. During the pandemic, to ensure that learners still go on, they're able to learn, and teaching and learning still went on during that time, states quickly came up with different strategies. For the commission, you will see for us at the Universal Basic Education, because we work with the students, the commission released 60 million naira to each of the states. And we started the program, it's our Sustaining Learning at Home, Sustaining Learning at Home program. The Sustaining Learning at Home program was aimed at preventing learning loss among learners involved in basic education schools. Several states adopted various distance learning approaches, utilizing platforms like WhatsApp, pre-recorded radio and television programs, virtual enriched classes, and printed learning packages were developed for rural areas. The areas where there were no internet and students, learners at disadvantage, they also needed to get something done. So during this time, printed learning packages were developed for them. Funds were also reallocated to train principals and head teachers on managing the school community during the pandemic and preventing infection, the spread of infection. The commission also, because of the effect of the pandemic, we were spurred into developing a platform so that, because during the pandemic, training of teachers also came to an abrupt stop. So how do we do it if, for instance, nobody's praying for any pandemic anymore, but how do we do it that teachers can also go on doing training? So a platform was developed titled Online Teacher Professional Development Platform. This is a digital planning platform that will enable teachers to improve their capacity and professional knowledge without being impaired by barriers, time, distance, and space. So anywhere they are, they can self-develop themselves. To ensure that education recovers from the impact of the pandemic and that the gains are sustained in the long term. So if there's any pandemic now, with this online platform, teachers cannot always develop themselves. There's a need to address the challenges posed by the pandemic and create a more resilient and adaptable education system. The Commission also intensifies efforts on a smart school project. There's a project going on by the federal government through the Universal Education Commission, the Smart School Project. And we have one in each of the states. That 700 smart schools have been built in 36 states and the FCT, and currently a pilot academic session is ongoing in 2 of the schools, Kwara and Kano. This is just to test run and see whether we are getting it right, and if there are things we need to improve immediately. A total of 100 teachers and 15 school administrators and 10 ICT managers academic program. Teachers and school administrators are being exposed to blended learning pedagogy and knowledge of the use of smart school classroom technologies like interactive whiteboards, learning management system, artificial intelligence, gamification, learning, analytics, among others. These are as a result of the impacts, the effect of the pandemic, and the Commission through the federal government through the Universal Education became proactive and to start sorting things out. So when we talk about smart education, we need to examine the concepts on its own. Smart education represents a new wave of education systems involving an effective and efficient interplay of pedagogy, technology, and efficient towards the enhancement of the learning process. So it's not just bringing technology into teaching and learning. It is the fusion of pedagogy and with technology and making learning effective. Smart education goes beyond using technology to teach in the classroom. It is more about new teaching and learning approaches, new learning approaches. Several countries started smart education initiatives or programs you can see here. I hope the organizers of this program, Systems 12, will share the soft copy with us so we are able to see the details of what we have here. The Malaysian Smart School Implementation Plan, that is in Malaysia. In Singapore, we have Intelligent Nation Master Plan. In South Korea, Smart Education Projects. Finland, System Learning Solutions. In other countries, we have the UNESCO IT Smart Learning Framework. Australia, Smart Student-Centric Education System. United Arab Emirates, we have the Mohammed bin Rashid Smart Learning Program. Let's go back to the slide. Once you have the soft copy, you'll be able to get details of what is going on in this program. It's a holistic concept of smart education in Korea. It includes self-directed, adaptive, motivated, resource-free, technology-embedded education, and we're in the process of creating arts, having this smart school in Nigeria. Standards are also essential for the development of smart education, since it heavily relies on information and communication technology. So we need to bring in standard quality to it. International associations such as the International Association of Smart Learning Environments are also being formed to support the development of smart learning environments. You can see, like I said, if we're talking about smart education, we have the learner, we have the educator, we have the education technology, and we have the new or improved learning and teaching approaches. That's what makes it smart. It's not just bringing in technology, which so many people talk about, just bringing in technology to the classroom. That's not what smart education is all about. It's fascinating to know that most use of technology in schools today do not support the 21st century learning skills. New technology are simply reinforcing old ways of teaching and learning. Smart education requires the use of information technologies. It is instructive to know that smart education encompasses the paradigm shift from traditional education and training practices towards more advanced approaches and practices in line with digital age. Is therefore new or improved learning and teaching approaches among the essential elements of smart school. The characteristics of this element do not be the same as the traditional ones. They evolve. Our smart education environment presupposes that the learner is autonomous and there is collaboration in addition to being an efficient technology user. The learner can do things on his or her own with the use of technology, and there's also some collaboration in that too. The internet and mobile technologies provide ubiquitous access to information and knowledge. Just like we said that we're having the online teacher professional development platform, you can be anywhere and access information and also do some training on your own. So, the ubiquitous educational technology provides significant opportunities to geographically disadvantaged students. Anywhere you are, you can develop yourself. Smart education also offers personalized learning and leverage on adaptive technology to enhance capacity to improve understanding and performance. It offers new opportunities for providing personalized education for people. Smart education requires learner presence, teacher presence, and technology presence. Newer technologies, devices, applications, and more importantly, new ways of thinking are being introduced. Smart education technologies include learning management systems, smart classroom, virtual classroom, cloud computing technology, and so on. Next slide. So, what are the strategies to put in place for sustainable recovery, not only during COVID-19 pandemic, but even after the pandemic? And how do we ensure that teachers embrace the change we're talking about and bring this into the classroom? So the first suggestion here is that we need to embrace technology. Technology plays a critical role in learning to continue during pandemic. I said a lot of states engaged in the use of WhatsApp, television, and online strategy. Teachers need to embrace the use of smart educational technologies and learn to blend them with the right pedagogy. They also need to be trained on how to use technology effectively and ethically. A lot of teachers don't have the skills. So the first thing, they need to sensitize teachers to embracing technology and using it in the classroom. We need to encourage creativity and innovation. Teachers need to be innovative. The pandemic has forced teachers to be more creative in their teaching strategies. Schools should encourage teachers to think outside the box and develop innovative approaches. There are different strategies that we can use. On any commitment to lifelong learning, foster collaboration. There should be collaboration between the teacher. I'm highly elated about the program that we're handling over today. It's like intertwined project. Talks about the community, talks about the teacher, talks about the learner, and everybody in it. So there must be collaboration. Next slide. So we should be able to address inequalities because this one, this smart education, you can be anywhere, whether you have the ability or you have a particular space, you can spread your tentacles. We need to train and retrain our teachers because we said this, they need to be digitally literate and give them the capacity that they will be able to use in a smart education system. We need to increase investment in quality education infrastructure, and then there should be policy and advocacy, new policies. We should prioritize, next slide, prioritizing education analysis. As a country, we need to create, improve existing education data banks to collect, manage, and disseminate intelligent and useful education data on critical aspects of education. Then we need to establish partnerships. Several countries, specifically for that. If you have the soft copy, you can also get that. In conclusion, I would like to say that teacher professional development is a crucial component of teaching smarter, in which the teacher must have access to ongoing training and support to help them adapt to new teaching approaches and technologies. Professional development should not be a one-time event, but an ongoing process that is tailored to the needs of individual teachers and schools. UBEC remains committed to fulfilling its mandate of ensuring that all children have access to quality-based education in a conducive learning environment. A key area of focus for us is the professional development of teachers, which is receiving significant support from the federal government in the implementation of basic education in states. Our programs will continue to prioritize this, as we believe that by building the capacity of teachers, we can empower them to equip their learners with skills needed to address contemporary socioeconomic issues in their communities and function effectively in an ever-evolving world, driven by scientific and technical advances. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Another round of applause for you. You see, when you say UBEC, when you talk of basic education, the director of basic education is here in her own cap, and the hair cap that she has as a minister. I think you've got it all, okay? Because SUBEC sits in UBEC, and SSQ is sitting in SUBEC, okay? Thank you so much. Clap for him again. We now take a short break. You will be entertained for 5 minutes before we return and we take subsequent speakers. Thank you so much. And I would also like to recognize the presence of the special assistant to the Commissioner Education Rochi, Mrs. Nadia Ahmed Abdullahi. Nadia Ahmed Abdullahi, she's been busy trying to make sure that the commissioner will be with us virtually. Thank you, Nadia, for the effort. Thank you. The cultural drama. I hope you enjoyed it. One of the methods of teaching in SSU is the children learn while they play. And as adults, also we try to break the ice. What they did was a dance drama. In the Fulani culture, there's what they call shadow. And during that time, the guys, the able-bodied guys and the girlfriends, they go to the one who is brave. You could see the last one. After the second beating, they decided to run, and the girlfriend is telling him to go back. So you don't get the good one. If you run away, fine. The other guy will take you the best. Is that not? Thank you very much, Nigeria, a beautiful country. We have unity in our diversity. Thank you so much, the cultural troops. Nadia is here, please stand up for recognition. She is the special assistant to the Honorable Commissioner of Education, and she's been trying her best to see that the Commissioner will join us virtually. Thank you. And my colleagues are here, they've been here since. We have the Silverbird Communications are here, Silverbird News. We said the same. So to follow NTA, the wide
News Agency Nigeria.
and then we have the News Agency of Nigeria. And I'm sure they are waiting for us because they are so precious of time. We move on. I would now like to invite the Senior Education Manager from New York to give us the project overview. You could see this demonstration in the program because she needs to give the overview before the Honorable Minister. Sophia Collins, the most welcome to Nigeria. You could see she's really looking Nigerian. Over to you.
Good morning. I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that dance. That was really something very new for me. So thank you so much for organizing that. I think everyone really enjoyed it. I have a few slides prepared. I have a few slides, but I can get started on the agenda. So I won't take too much time. I think many of you are familiar with the program and the activities, but I do want to just take a few minutes to give a brief recap of some of the highlights, the key activities, but even more importantly, to take the opportunity to reflect on what we learned from this pilot, what the organization is really taking away, what has really made a lasting impression on us. Not just for this particular project, but for Sesame Workshop as an organization as a whole. One moment. So we started with a project goal, and that goal is to strengthen school readiness for pre-primary learners by centering teachers as critical actors to create resilient pre-primary education systems in light of increasing and ongoing shocks from COVID-19 pandemic, insurgencies, and other disruptions to communities and education institutions. And this was the goal that we set out with. I think the last time I met many of you for the first time, in March of last year, many of you weighed in on this goal, and we started to put together a program design and a program plan. But over time, we really started to learn what this goal meant and what it meant to achieve it. I think we learned a lot along the way, in particular, engaging more and more stakeholders and sort of being flexible to what the real needs were, the challenges and the opportunities that presented themselves. So as many of you know, the project focused heavily on in-service teachers, focusing on building particular capacity. The project also worked with colleges of education, 3 colleges of education, pre-service institutions, largely to develop an online course, to also share those competencies with existing and future cohorts who were studying DECCE course. The project also engaged parents, head teachers, assistant head teachers, and school support officers to ensure that learning and teaching were taking place at a high quality at the school level, but also at home. So now that we are at the other end of this pilot, 1 year later, we have the ability to really look back and reflect on really what happened, what went well, what were the key successes, and really acknowledge all of the stakeholders who were involved. And there were many more stakeholders who were involved than had been originally planned. So I want to take a few moments just to acknowledge those different groups of stakeholders who were involved and to call out some of the accomplishments. And the accomplishments listed here are not by any means exhaustive, but they're the ones that we've chosen to highlight because they really stood out to us, and they're things that will really inform future programming, not only for Teaching Smarter, but for the organization as a whole. So first we have in-service teachers. And the key accomplishment here is that these teachers are now effectively implementing child-centered employee-based learning. Then we have grouped together school-level work, head teachers, assistant head support for teaching, report teachers, which is very important. With the colleges of education and student teachers, of course, we developed an online course, which was a huge accomplishment, and many of you process, and we thank you for that. But the key accomplishments that we want to call out are that these institutions are now effectively using online learning as a tool to continue learning beyond just the use of this particular program. There's also a greater sense of awareness for practical and student-centered learning. Parents now engage and have relationships with teachers and are active participants in their children's learning. Through the very active WhatsApp groups, photos, and videos that are shared on a regular basis, even after the pilot ended, we can also see that parents are continuously playing with their children, supporting their learning at home. Different levels of government. Today is really all about acknowledging what has been achieved to affect their communities and families and children in the community. The biggest outcome here for us is that now that particular stakeholder group is regarded as a key group in future education programming planning. Next slide, please. Takeaways for Sesame workshop. As I mentioned, there are a lot of learnings and reflections and successes that will continue to be applied in future iterations of the Teaching Smarter program. But I do really want to emphasize that the learnings and the accomplishments and successes here are not just remaining in Nigeria. Really, Sesame Workshop as a global organization has really taken note of this program, and a lot of the activities, the model, the training, the videos, the print resources that were created are planning to be used in other programs as well. So some of the key takeaways for the organization as a whole is that strengthening connections between caregivers and parents really emphasizes the connection between home and school is possible and it's essential. Next is that peer-to-peer connection, whether it be teacher to teacher, head teacher to head teacher, or really deepen learning and sustain that learning beyond the course program or training. Next is that with limited time, there were only a few days or a few weeks allocated for training in this case, which is, I think, often the case, time and money are limited resources. But when that's the case, an emphasis on practical activities and practical skills can be more important than focusing on pedagogy. And then lastly, which I think really speaks to the purpose of today's event, is that meaningful engagement with the government requires a lot of in-person relationship building, showing up, being responsive to what different stakeholders are really asking for, and going beyond communicating and asking for permission to implement something, but really having a relationship that goes both ways. So those are the key points that I wanted to emphasize, and thank you for your attention, and it really is wonderful to be here. Thank you so much.
Another round of applause for her. Now is Sophia Collins, Senior Education Manager, Sesame Workshop from New York. She kept on reiterating the fact that Sesame Workshop is global, and she's happy with what happened in Nigeria, but she also called on the stakeholders to continue to sustain the gains. And also, she said we should continue to build the relationship with the national body. It shouldn't end at just closing or handing over. Some of the videos and pictures that we have will be used in other places because Sesame Workshop is global. The Nigerian version is Sesame Square. Thank you so much, Sophia. And moving on, it is my singular honor and privilege to invite the Honorable Minister of Education for her keynote address. A round of applause for her, please. This particular cast fits her because she sits right here at the basic education, so she knows where it pinches. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Leslie. The Royal Father of the Day, the Emir of Bauchi, ably represented by the Dan Amama Bauchi, Dr. Muhammad Ahmad Shehu, the Executive Secretary, UBEC, the Executive Secretary, SSP, the student chairs from Adamawa and Bauchi, directors in the ministries at the national and state levels, our development partners, especially my dear friend, the lady that just presented now, I couldn't get the name, Sophia. Distinguished participants and gentlemen of the press, I bring you greetings from the Honorable Ministers of Education and the Permanent Secretary. The Minister insisted that I should come here today to stand in for him because he holds very dear the activity we are embarking on, because children are very dear to him. So that is why he insisted, because he would have come by himself, but because of transition activities going on at the State House. So I read his speech. So everything I say from here is his word, so any mistake is my own. So I am very delighted to have this special privilege on the occasion of the handover ceremony of the Teaching Smarter Teacher Professional Development for Sustainable Recovery during COVID-19. Like we all know, the global community is still getting out of the disruptions, including Nigeria, caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Nigerian education sector remains grateful for the efforts of organizations such as yours that ensure learning continued undisrupted during the pandemic. The ultimate aim of the Teaching Smarter training is the provision of alternate learning operations at home and communities during school closure as a result of disruptions like insurgencies, pandemic, natural disaster, or even elections. Children in conflict-affected areas lag behind in the acquisition of foundational skills in literacy and numeracy. They are not only having their educational development denied, but they are deprived of the important benefits of these developmental stages. Therefore, the concern of the Federal Ministry of Education in providing a lasting solution to the menace of out-of-school children for any reason was clearly identified as a priority area by this administration, and it is encapsulated in the ministerial strategic plan. The earlier one we had, 2015 to 2018, and the one that is closing now, 2018 to 2023. Sources from recent studies indicate that Nigeria accounts for 1 in every 5 out-of-school children in the world, and 45% of out-of-school children in West Africa region. For a country regarded as Africa's largest economy and giant of the continent, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable to the government and other critical stakeholders in the education sector. Therefore, urgent need for alternatives that will fit into the existing system of education and the needs of the target group is being sought by the government and stakeholders. The Federal Ministry of Education embarks on annual national campaigns on out-of-school children. This is one of the efforts to ensure that we reduce to the barest minimum the number of out-of-school children that we have in the country, and also the identification and enrollment of school-age children. We support from the state. The states engage on enrollment drive every year through the students. So the Federal Ministry of Education also conducts this national campaign on out-of-school children nationwide. And we also have a lot of innovations in place. The Learning Passport was developed with support the Global Partnership for Education and UNICEF. We have Ignite and Aspire. They are learning resources, digital learning resources to provide resources for learners and teachers that are free, and they can access these while at home, and states have been using these to engage the children in the community, especially when we have school closure. And there are also resources that teachers and students and learners can also use, even while in school. We also have setting up of our IDP centers, learning centers in IDP camps across the country to ensure that children in IDP camps and communities in the country are enrolled and they are learning in schools nearest to them. The organization has been at the forefront of providing useful educational content. And of course, we have the UBEX Smart Education, which my colleague just explained to us in the keynote address, which is another great leap of the federal government in ensuring that there is digitalization of learning. And of course, the training of teachers, continuous training of teachers in all states, to using especially the TAIL method for ECCD teachers to ensure that they are better equipped and they have all the resources to handle our learners. Just to ensure and address the issues raised by the earlier presentation by our colleagues. The government is not resting on our oars. We're ensuring that teachers are trained and they have the resources to ensure that they teach our children in the most innovative ways. Therefore, Sesame workshop has always been, even Sesame Skits has always been at the forefront of providing useful educational content, making a meaningful difference in the lives of children worldwide by addressing their physical developmental needs, as demonstrated in the TV programs 1, 2, 3 Sesame Square over the years. I'm sure quite a number of us are conversant with these programs when we're growing up, or our children. Therefore, the Federal Ministry of Education is fully committed in partnering with you, as this program complements the Federal Ministry of Education's various efforts. And today's handover ceremony indicates that you consider and place very high premium on the sustainability of this intervention. It is my wish, therefore, that the recipient states, Bauchi and Adamawa, will make maximum use of this opportunity that we're giving. Distinguished participants, this effort to ensure that no child of school age is denied this education is an essential factor that societies require for continued growth and development. It is the common denominator in the rise and fall of all civilizations in human history. Societies that value education, especially in providing the appropriate foundational learning, will always develop and prosper, while those who neglect it will undoubtedly fall and remain buried in the sand of time. Education is needed to eradicate poverty and bring about peace and development in communities. When it comes to education, everybody is a stakeholder. Parents, communities, society organizations, all of us, we are all stakeholders. Therefore, all should be conscious of this fact and work tirelessly to provide access to education to all citizens, irrespective of their socioeconomic status. Ladies and gentlemen, studying the pride of out-of-school children for any reason is a task, and ensuring that learning takes place in innovative ways in schools and supported beyond the classroom by parents and communities is a major task and desire of the Federal Ministry of Education. This is because we are conscious of the multiplier effect of having a large number of children and youth that are uneducated. On our part, the Federal Ministry of Education is happy to be a part of this laudable initiative and will be willing to collaborate and scale up the program. So we want you to share with us the program document so that we can leverage on other similar programs, coordinate, and have value for the resources that we have in the system. To the states, we want to encourage you, that is Adamawa and Bauchi, we want to encourage you to
This is the protocol. This is the people that made everything in the state. They work fantastically, and they are very super, very cooperative, very creative, patient, dedicated, right? They are mountain. We believe without them we wouldn't have gone where we are going. They move from one place to another where we are going. They move from one place to another. They supported us to see the chairman, to see each and every person. We thank you for being our guardians in the system. The teachers' matter came into existence through a creative idea by the executive director, Mrs. D. Oshundusa, for having a second thought about the interventions being given during the lockdown. Primary and secondary and possibly tertiary institutions were being supported during the lockdown. Everybody saw the radio programs, the TV programs, the online programs. In Nigeria, I think, by the ministry, by the private institutions, by the development partners was generally concentrated on primary and secondary school education. But Mrs. thought of this, that all these people are being supported, but these children were the basic foundation. If you forget to strengthen problems, this disruption is a unique thing. It's something that has happened. There was never there. It closed everybody in the world. Nobody's going anywhere. Education has been disrupted. But then, what do? So she thought that it's an idea. Why can't we? And Sesame Square came in our age to Sesame to see what we can do to support. And wonderfully, we have had a unique thing that we have done. That is directly involving parents and having children to be supported by parents, even if a disruption beyond what has happened now to come by the grace of God. We are not happy, but let's say for election is also a disruption. Strike action is also a disruption. All these kinds of disruptions affect our education system. We don't want that to happen. So we can now continue to support children life. We are there training of teachers, and we do the implementation, and we are monitoring all these processes. We monitor the training together with all the stakeholders. This is where student people are coming in, LGA people are coming in to see that whatever we are doing is in their eyes. They guide us wherever they see that they need to adjust or move forward to increase this. They support us intensely there. And then they came to see us. They go to school to monitor the implementations. And I have seen the chairman, both in Adamawa and Bauchi, going into the schools, the directors going to see permanent members. This is great. Then we have a system besides the teacher training, parent hearing, to sustain the support. We created parent-teacher conferences, which is an avenue where parents and teachers come together to discuss about the children's lives, children's challenges, and then they collaborate to see how they can continue supporting the children forever. Then we have the school report system that was there. We also have the support from UA and the community.
So this is what I learned. So we have both in Bauchi and Adamawa. So there was a selection process. The selection process was rigorous. First, the Sesame Square thought came to select Northwest region, which has the most in Nigeria of disruption. And then in the Northwest region, we have 6 states. It was very, very difficult and daunting, but so many forces and thinking and considerations made us to choose Bauchi and Adamawa, which is a favor of vote by vote. Adamawa and Bauchi are coming in. So in those states, we have a choice of choosing 10 schools each to pilot, and in each school we have 5 teachers and 1 head teacher at the initial stage. Later, we understand that with the head teacher needs somebody to work with him. So we included the assistant head teachers to work together and support. Then we have total 50 teachers involved in each state, and we have 20 assistant head teachers in each state, 10 assistant head teachers in each state. Then we have over, initially it was 2,000, but we have over 2,000 pupils in each state coming in. That was what happened. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. So I would like Hajiya Halima to take over so that I will be very selfish.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Sesame Square Teachings Matter is trying to implement its project in both Bauchi State and Adamawa, started with the needs assessment. Here, a research was conducted in selected schools in order to get the baseline status of what is really happening with these schools in the 2 states, after which the essence is to identify areas where to intervene. And all that was done at the needs assessment was related to the public schools, so as to get the appropriate positive change and then impact. Then after the needs assessment, there was the first central stakeholders meeting was conducted here in Abuja, sometime in March in 2022. And the essence of having that meeting was to share the results of the needs assessment that was conducted with the states. The results were first initially analyzed, and then it was shared with the states, and then the central stakeholders during the meeting that took place in Abuja in 2022. During that meeting also, decisions were taken on trying to design the strategies that were needed for the implementation of the project. And certain decisions were taken during that time, such as having criteria for teacher competence. There also, a decision was also taken on having a standard care and development education curriculum in all the ECTs centers, and also to have a training, parent training on what leadership skills do the head teachers of the formal school really need implementation of the project. Thank you. In fact, let's have a roll for a statement before I talk. Yeah. So you can see in the content workshop, after the need assessment, after identifying what we need our head teachers to know, our assistants to know, our SSOs to know, then what next? We the next officers and all the management, everybody that is involved in this thing, they train us. That is why we came up. Content workshop, whereby we that control conducted before the conduct workshop, what is supposed to be in place. So material, were developed appropriately to meet up with that particular need, and specific materials in everything our ancestors are. Before you go to the class, using the scripted lesson plans. You sit together, prepare before you go. And you go to the class program and find areas of 2 stars and a wish. And that helps a lot, guiding our teachers to do the right thing. And this home learning here with the involvement of our traditionals. The achievement is something. In our state, Adamawa State, some parents are moving their children from the private schools to our public schools. Just because they have seen the difference is clear. In the public schools, we have well-talented, trained teachers. The only thing they don't have is training. And when the training is given to them, they know.
So,
yeah, thank you so much. Yes, and apart from what Kobel said, intervention on teachers and parents, we train the teachers and the teachers in the schools. You can see we train 10 head teachers. We train 10 head teachers in Adamawa State and we train 10 assistant head teachers in the state. And then we train 50 PCC teachers, you can see. And just to make it clear, in Adamawa State now, we are reporting about 57 teachers. We train 50, but we have added like 5. Our training by us we train. Where we train these teachers on these areas, we train them on assessment, learning through play, and representation, communication with parents. So these are some of the areas that we train the teachers on. In Adamawa and Bauchi. The next of the nine Bauchi is Adamawa and Bauchi. So Adamawa and Bauchi. Then we train 2,000 parents, and this is official. We are asked to train 2,000 parents, but in the 2 states, I'm telling you, we train more than 2,000 parents in the 2 states. Yes, and then monitoring system, monitoring and support.
yeah, the monitoring and support is an activity actually happening, and the details are there with the director. Because all these instructors are there with us, but the directors do services, director quality assurance, and the people doing this one, and they go to Africa. I think our new director will go to this.
Thank you. The presentation is a continuation of...
Excuse me, sorry, and I have announced the names of the people that did the presentation. The man standing in the white kaftan is the director school services, Sube, and Bauchi, and with my own brother, Koriju Buba Umar.
Thank you for recognizing. Like I said, it's a continuation of this presentation. So please, members of the Vice President, to stand. The monitoring structure as described by the Sesame Square teachers math is a combination of what is between Adamawa and Bauchi State. The tools, before they were given to us, 2 separate meetings were held at both Bauchi and Adamawa. And during this orientation meeting, the tools were displayed to us. For example, in Bauchi, first meeting was held by the executive chairman and his management team, which had been similarly interposed in Adamawa too. And the second meeting took place in our local government education areas. The education secretary and his management were part of the team. The tools that were given to us include lessons of observation form. This means the head teachers and any of which observing teaching, our teachers teaching in the class, we are going to fill that form. And then the forms were to be filled and discussed with the teacher in a cordial and transparent manner. Good. And then the outcomes were reported to be positive as teachers are made to feel unthreatened. In fact, I was part of the feedback from the head teachers after lesson observations, and it was very, very encouraging. The second tool was the observation record form. That is, all lessons observed, conducted by head teachers were recorded, days and names of teachers.
Please, we want some silence, please.
The tool was by school services in Sudan, in Bauchi, is through my office, and similarly in Adamawa in the same thing. Then during this monitoring, presentation was carried out as follows. Like I said, the Sudan chairman was the chairperson, permanent members, directors, key citizens officers were in a, so also in the LDA level, we have the education secretary, head of units, school services, quality assurance, ECD were attendants. Then support visit by SSOs. The school support visit is the responsibility of the SSOs, supported by the school services unit and quality assurance in both the states. Now here the SSO will visit schools daily to support head teachers in observing lessons and in give feedback. Now they also discuss leadership issues with the head teachers and offer them guidance and support accordingly where the need arises. Now, to support schools effectively, where the SSOs are effective, they support leadership by supporting head teachers to plan lessons with teachers school services department. That is the project. Then we are giving to all that is required. Then monitoring project activities, sending communication about training and other activities needed to be done. Finally, before I rest on a polite note, why is it that any occasion, whether local, national, international, Fulani culture is often related? But we are always people who will try to call Fulani, even if they don't resemble Fulani in their cases. Please let this fire, we can answer after the training. Thank you.
It's a very unique system that was employed by this minister because we have more than 1,000 cities in Adamawa State and we have more than 1,000 in both states. Now, the first of these two states, they need to know what is happening in the schools, right? They want to schools in their state. Now, how do they get a report of what is happening in the schools? Now we say, okay, let's form a system that will reach the governor and check with the teachers. Now the teachers are teaching their classes. After that, then they will now take a report of that school as an individual school, or maybe if they have 4 or 5 schools, like a cluster. Then they will now get back to the office in the NCA. They will make what we call the cluster reports. And they will now meet with the director of services and director of in the NCA. Then they will now then the education secretary will now take that NCA report. The state education coordinators of teachers planner, there's my step and Dr. Anders, we meet with the director, quality assurance students. Students is now taking and they will use it in their sector going to meet the governor of what is happening in the school. And this is the unique system of reporting.
Thank you so much. It's teamwork. If there is no team can achieve, it's no longer I, it's us or we. Thank you so much, Super Roshi and Adamawa. And I just like I said earlier in the morning, they also have other supporting partners like the colleges of education. So the lady from college, from the commission, And in Bauchi, we have the Dean of Kanyeri College of Education, Mrs. Fatima. Please stand up and come. Thank you. Do you have anything to say? Because your superior has spoken.
They have all said it all, but we benefited much because our student has undergone an online training. And I believe that my partner at Adamawa, they have done so. Is it? Paris.
This makes all the students organize the present Professor Jessa. Very well, the question after the drama.
I will give you number so that you can match the object and picture on the ground. The object and how the glass is Thank you so much. You see, I want us to imagine stakeholders along in everything that they do.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم كثيرا أما بعد السلام عليكم. Good afternoon. Let me recognize those who come around, the representative of the Minister of Education, the Director of UPA, other directors and development partners. Please kindly permit me to start the protocol. My name is Dr. Mohammed Shehu. I am the Adamawa Chief, representing His Royal Highness the Emir of Hausa. Actually, I am too small to enter his shoes, but I'm here just making small comments based on what he says. If I say I, it's referring to His Royal Highness. I have learned something from the teachers also today. If there is any mistake, it's from me. I am pleased to grace this occasion and express the gratitude of the Bauchi Emirates and the entire Bauchi people for for the wonderful input made by the Sesame Square within 1 year of the pilot. I became aware of the project when the entire team of the project, under the leadership of the executive director, visits and the partners, where they will explain what they are doing to the state. The planet is aware of the activities in the state for supporting early childhood care and education in order to guide our young people, and then also to continue to support when we have disruptions like we had during the pandemic of COVID-19. I also remember, as a small digression, in those of us that I used to be a practicing physician, though I retired, but doctors don't retire. I remember vividly, during the COVID pandemic, I was a service director in one organization, and I can tell you the heat we passed through. And I remember, I can boldly say, we are part of those that developed a molecular biology laboratory in Abuja, and also COVID-19. So education, actually without education, I think the society is dead. Now we are appreciating of the contacts you people make with the traditional institution, exemplifies the recognition of our value to the education sector. Of course, so many of the development partners are coming to pay us costly visits where they inform us about what they are doing in the States. I would like to assure you and other development partners and NGOs that are involved in these traditional institutions that this is a great venture towards your programs and activities being accepted by the people at the grassroots. And as guardians of the society, this is something that is very laudable and we will support it. I am therefore here appealing to our state and beyond to support the sustainability of this project and possibly have the children to early childhood to care at this level, and then we hope that it will be the development for all. I congratulate Roche and Adamawa State. It is a short one, but as I said, I've learned a lot in this briefing, and then I've learned a lot in this workshop. So on behalf of His Royal Highness and the entire people of Bauchi, I wish other people would relate and copy from this initiative, and also those of them in the medical profession to also borrow from this list, because we don't have to pandemic, because we see what COVID has done. So we have to look inward. We have to look inward if you have the capacity at that time. You can't be blown overseas, you have to depend on us. So we need to develop ourselves. So this is a very laudable project, and I have learned also from the drama. There's no time to say what I have learned, but I will pass the message to His Royal Highness, and as he promised that at any given time he will be with you and he is willing to only that is unavoidably absent today. So thank you very much, and we love you very much.
He's very humble. He retired as a medical director in the Apex Bank, CBN, and he's a medical doctor. My own brother, and he has always been so modest. Anywhere he goes, he hides himself. He doesn't say who he is. I wonder why you people are very lucky today, because you have to be here, because the area is not here. Thank you so much for coming here. And as he said, whatever he said, the area of which has said it. Because we know when it comes to education, the area of Bauchi is always out there for us. So thank you so much, sir, for coming. And at this particular time, I'll call on one of the parents from Adamawa State. A parent from Adamawa State, Mother Rabiu. You see, as I said earlier, what is unique about Sesame Choir is the fact that it has touched everybody when it comes to education of the child. The parents are not left behind, the teachers, the pupils, the traditional rulers. We say it's stakeholder driven. Mother Rabiu. Yeah. After Mother Rabiu, we have the SBMC chairman from Bauchi. Then we can have a video. Okay. Mother Rabiu happens to be one of the persons that took part in the video production they had. Okay, so you see Mother Rabiu in another form.
Good afternoon. My name is Mohammed Rabi Hussein. I'm from Adamawa State. I'm a parent, and my child goes to Karewa Chiari Primary School. Before the coming of Sesame workshop, I joined interact with my child. After her, I went bring her to school, pick her, school clothes, give her a podcast. With the coming of teaching smarter, small support learning, they provide material for us. With the help of it, my child now identifies numbers, uppercase alphabet and spoken alphabet. She can now play with her friends in school. But before, she's shy, she don't play with people, she stays alone. With the help of teaching smarter, on support and learning, she can now play, she can define numbers, she can even count from 1 to 20. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I also invite the parent from Bauchi, a lady, Mama Bauchi, a parent from Bauchi, come forward. I hope the SBMC chairman from Bauchi is around, and we shall be taking the Tibet chairs after that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ni sunana Hadiza Abdullahi. Ina presenting ɗin Bauchi State. Makarantar da yarinya ta take Yarwa Practice School, Bauchi. A gaskiya lokacin kafin a fara wannan Sesame Square lokacin da yarinya ta take makaranta, in ta kamo result ɗinta ba na dubawa, sannan kuma ba ta iya counting ABCD zuwa Z haka Allah. 1, 2, 3 zuwa 10 ba ta iya yi. In ta zo ba na wani ma'amala da ita sosai. Ba na iya za ta zauna muna wasa da dariya menene duk haka Allah ba a yi. Sannan sai ranar ta zo mun ta ce mama malaman mu sun ce akwai training da za ku yi a kullum mu. Wai an ce iyaye su ce. Sai ya ce to shi ne na Allah ya kai mu amma ga Allah ba dauke shi a is very important ba gaskiya. Wata gani na je sai gaskiya abin da na gani ya ba ni surprise sosai yadda malamai za su sa iyaye suna koya ma yaran su yadda za su koya ABCD zuwa Z 1, 2, 3 color gaskiya ya ba ni mamaki. Sannan suka koyar da mu yadda ake yi. Da na dawo gida na ce kan gaskiya zuwa Sesame Square ya faɗaɗar da ilimi na ɗauka ko zallan yara ne ta koya musu. Ashe har da iyaye. Na zo na zauna da yarinya na bayan sun koya mana abu na zo suka ba mu masu da littattafai na ajiye da na ajiye sai ya ce to ki zo mu yi yadda na ga yadda malaman ku suke ki zo in koya miki. Da na saka matin sai ina counting ina nuna mata tana yi ita ma har da coloring. Wannan gaskiya ba na tatsuniya da yarinya na da amma akwai littafin tatsuniya da suka ba mu. Da suka ba mu mu wanda ya yi wanda da sauransu. Sai na ce, haka ne mama wannan. In muna koyarwa gaskiya yana da wasa da dariya da komi mu jawo ƴaƴan mu jike mu muna wannan gaskiya lokacin ko aka Allah mu samu sosai.
I did have time for my daughter. But then one day the doctor came home and she training for mother. She said you can't train here. That she would not have time to go for any training. But she said go and see. And when she went, they were trained and they were given some story books, they were giving colors and what. So when she returned, she said, okay, let me try it. So she started with the dog. So she was teaching her, they were playing. She never had time to tell her daughter cocktail. But after the training, she had time and it became part of her and she enjoyed it. That was why she said, thank you, SSQ. It has brought her closer to her baby and she hopes it will continue so that others will also get the same training from other local governments and things will be right. So at this juncture, the representative of the Emir of Bauchi said I should press the indulgence of this house that is going to take his leave because he has other engagement. They must have a movie, unlike and say yes. So Chairman Subeb, the chairman, the SBFC man, the senior SBFC chairman from Bauchi, you have 1 minute to say your experience. Chairman Subeb Adamawa, you to make your own remark after you Chairman Subeb Bauchi. Chairman SBFC Bauchi.
My name is Abu Bakar. I represent the chairman SBFC Alaji Haruna, who is the district head in the local government state. Mine was just a brief, it was just a brief speech made by the chairman. I would like to express our appreciation to the Sesame squad and the entire management of Teaching Smarter for their wonderful input in our state and the country. This project is the first of its type in Nigeria that comes to celebrate the early childhood education entirely, but with the total commitment brought parents into action to support children at the practice that is the practice that has been difficult to certain parents, even among the elites. Interestingly, Teaching Smarter project has been able to carry along all critical stakeholders in our education system: provosts, teachers, head teachers, parents, communities, educational managers in different capacities. This project is the first to provide training to parents as well as provide learning material to parents to enable them to support their children learning at home. Every parent were encouraged to form a group to share what they are doing at home, thereby encourage learning to one another. So, the state SBMC was fully carried along. We have full sufficient evidence to engage SBMC, PTA, and traditional leaders, which is representative of SBMC. And this is appreciable to all as I was adding to a pilot project. I would like to assure you that I, as the state SBMC chairman, will do my best to factor how we can continue to benefit from what you provided us in planning and support the activities. I urge you all development partners, NGOs working in Nigeria in education sector.
We started seeing the light on where we are are going to. However, there are the drivers. We have the drivers of this project in this house, because this is talking about handing over. We have the Subeb chair of Adamawa and Bauchi. This project is taken in Subeb, in the two states. So we can say the beneficiaries have spoken. And from what they have said, from what I deduce, is that they want continuity, or rather sustainability, scale up, and what have you. It's now time for us to listen to the drivers, the major pilot, that is the chairman of the two, chairman Subeb of the two local governments. Sorry, two states. Like in Bauchi, we have only DEF and Bauchi local government. In Adamawa, we have Yola North and Yola South units. In Bauchi, we have 20 local governments. In Adamawa, we have 21. Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to the chairman, Subeb Adamawa. Dr. Salihi Atiku, very humble. I met him on 2 occasions. I was sitting quietly the other time. I wasn't the MC, I was also a participant. But very humble. But when he opens his mouth, wow, you know that this man knows what he is doing. Over to you, sir.
The Minister of Education, represented by the Department of Education, please permit me to stand on the already established protocols this morning. I know this time is a critical time of our meeting today, because the song is going to be sung in the steps that are going to continue from where Sesame stopped. We have been involved with this group. We have even identified the faces that we're looking. There's no way I can forget your face, either in dream or in life. We have already become together. And I always say, anything worth doing is worth doing well. All the things that we're doing with you, we have seen them, it is perfect. Therefore, it's left to us to continue with the perfect things that we've been getting from you. We have seen the value in our children. We have visited their homes. We have seen them, we have seen the parents, and we have seen the difference. They have trust in us. Chairman Fire to the customer. Who am I? I'm an ordinary human being like anybody. I also have children and grandchildren, and I want them to develop in the same manner. But I know when we take our things serious, our own focus too will look at us seriously. We see the drama, teaching yesterday and teaching today. You will say that teaching yesterday was sort of nonsense, to be sincere. And teaching today is perfect. We want to choose teaching today, and then we forget about later. And what we promise that we continue. Now, speaking about Adamawa State, where I come from, we have already established a sustainability committee. This committee is headed by no other person than permanent member one, Dr. Aisha Bello, and educationist, and also supported by Right Honorable Adil Prota, permanent member, who is also an educationist, has been teaching for long before he entered politics, and teaching is still in his blood. So with this team, we want to continue. But the major thing, myself and my master, is the powers that be at the top. If they don't give you the support, you are wasting your time. So it is always good that we are in harmony with them, and then we tell them, intimate them what we are doing is right. First thing is for you to be lucky that your governor is education compliant. If you love education, then the sky will be the limit for you. I am not a politician, I'm a teacher, but I will tell you that my own governor, alhamdulillah, he's a listening governor, and his number one priority is education, number two education, number three education. Not that whatsoever. If you go to him, depending on the manner you go to. Because oftentimes we lose this because we don't relax approach of meeting them. Right approach, right time, right situation, good time. We take everything and then you accept 100%. We in Adamawa are eager to be sincere. So I think you went to Sesame Square, maybe we were rounding up because the political in Adamawa was very hot. We don't know whether our governor will come or not. If you don't know, number one, number two, certainly achieve packing and then finding our way to our business. But we can operate because, seriously speaking, if we should not come back, so many things would go astray. You know our politicians, anybody who comes in now will not want to follow the steps of the previous person, whether it was good or bad. You, after the first 1 week, and then we go into serious business. We'll see him. This our sustainability committee will see him one-on-one. We'll articulate our speech, our program. That is what he wants. Because he can give us sometimes in the process of explaining, he will say better than you. Because you are not prepared. We are prepared to continue what we are doing. At least I will say that Sesame Square has come, it has seen, and it has conquered. And so, let us now to build in. This sustainability committee is ready to see all those NGOs are winding up. Good job with them, and well continue. President, we are lucky to be included in the program not to read, and we have become one family. In fact, I even house in our summit. We are one family, and all our sustainability committee is doing it here to us how to sustain this program. We want to make sure that there is finances, because we always say better funds, better funds. Better funds are tied to projects, they will come to the end. If the funds finish, will we just say put stop to all this program? No. Right from now, we begin to see ways and means of financing all the things we want to do. And sustainability will have to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Man of few words, but much reduction. We pray that we see May 29th and SSU will be on the front banner. Thank you so much, sir. At this juncture, I would like to invite the SUBEB chairman from Bauchi, Dr. Abubakar Surumbai Sheikh Ari Bauchi. You see, Dr. Surumbai is an educationist, both Western and Islamic. And when to see him on issues of education, he laments and always says, people don't understand that when you start educating a child at an early age, it's like you have written something on a stone. That is why in Islam, normally you send a child, the moment a child starts to talk, he goes to Islam here, because what he learns sticks. It's my singular honor and privilege to invite Dr. Sulubai to join me now.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. The grandfather of the day presented this both Minister E.S. even dignitaries, my colleague passes principal. Permit me to stay on existing protocol. It is my pleasure to stand here today to express the appreciation of the board and the entire staff and stakeholders of Hausa State Basic Education Board for the immense contribution given to our early childhood education in the state. Although this was a pilot, it has positively impacted of our basic education system because the training and the resources provided have not only improved practice in the local schools, but other schools benefiting from it, at least through the yes, and the members of our board. I believe the change in the way of teaching and learning is happening in the private school. It's not just because of the teacher training, but also engagement and the training of parents have changed the narrative in those schools, which made parents and stakeholders from other schools to begin asking for similar support. Although I have had little time to visit schools regularly, I have visited your training and other activities and can say an eyewitness to what you have done so far. We have taken steps to safeguard all resources provided in the focus schools by tasking the LGES to keep records and to continue to monitor how these resources are being managed for maximum benefit to the teachers. An Arabic proverb says that teaching in the early age is like scribing and stop, while the teaching in a later stage, later age, like a writing on a leaf. One of our major problems or challenges in this country is lack of continuity or sustainability. In most of our projects, either visible or invisible, the government will initiate a very good project or policy. The government will initiate a very good program or policy. Then another government or administration comes and neglects it
or remove it completely for political reasons and etc. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use a Hausa proverb that says, in Anitabarau, Aita Mabisau. What I want to emphasize here is that we, the community, have our own problem. We must change our attitude by embracing the maintenance culture. Otherwise, we'll continue more resources, waste of energy, and the most part of it, waste of time. It's very unfortunate for us in this era of sustainable development goals, but up to now, we are in sensitization. We are in sensitization stage. We have we need someone else to continue or to convince. We need someone else to convince us to send our children to schools or to own our schools. I would like to assure you that we are discussing with my board members and directors, and I am taking this up with the Commissioner of Education and His Excellency, the Executive Governor, whom I have is keen, I know, is keen about bringing holistic changes in our education and the social system. In a nutshell, I want to use this opportunity. To extend my thanks and gratitude to Sesame family, to the engineers of this program, particularly Mrs. GC and Dr. Anis. We are very grateful. May Allah bless all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lion, Dr. Abakar Survey, Super Chair Bochi, and a few words also there, but he has made some serious commitment that they will continue to pursue as his own governor. He has his eyes on education, and I could remember he declared a state of emergency on education when he has his office. And we are happy that he's coming back. At this juncture, we are going to be joined by our Honorable Commissioner of Education, Bochi Dr. Jamila Tahiru. One of the youngest commissioners in Bochi, yet very vibrant. I call her my own sister because she believes in results. Very proactive. She couldn't make it personally, but she's making it virtually. And I also like to appreciate the efforts of our special assistant, Nadia. She's online. So, are we good to go? Yes. Haja, Dr. Jamila, we are with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Do I give you the mic so that I can put it?
Hello? Yeah. Dr. Jamila, are you with us? Why I feel this is the right time, because she happens to be on the technical committee of the transition committee of His Excellency, and they are on the drawing table now. So if we are lucky, certain things will be pushed through. What about the podium? What is it? We can't hear you. We're still trying to get you. There seems to be a problem. You see, whenever we say digital, ICT, implement it just like that.
I mentioned that I'm having issues with your network. Is it your network or is it your equipment? Because I can't hear anything.
You're okay now. We can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
Hear me. Let someone respond.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Look at the chat. We can hear you loud and clear. Just read your speech.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear us? Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so are we ready? Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Now?
Yes, please. We are waiting for you.
Okay, thank you so much for having me virtual. And I want to use the opportunity to apologize for my inability to attend physically. I have sent in my sincere and present this speech myself virtually. I have to admit it has been a while since I have been to a workshop as entertaining and impressive as Sesame Square's. Sesame Square's passion in ensuring that fun and quality education is given at an early stage is unmatched. The methods and techniques you incorporate in your workshops and the trainings are very refreshing and worthy of and we recognize quite boldly the unmatched achievements which you have made within a very short period of time. To mention just a few, you have trained over 20 head teachers and assistants, over 2,000 parents and caregivers, and COE lecturers. You have provided teacher training materials to the intervention schools, which include many things like projector, Bluetooth, radio, and so on. You have provided more than 200 writing slates for each school to support training platforms to promote collegiality of our teaching and learning by LGS as well as by SUBEB officials. All of these are in the success of this project. Your commitment and dedication towards enhancing the educational development of our pupils through this and beyond is praiseworthy. We see you, we appreciate you, thank you all. I would like to also pay tribute to our SUBEB staff and other invested members. Your hard work and efforts have led to the success of this program. Thank you most sincerely. I understand that SUBEB Bauchi has a sustainability plan for this week. We will ensure that during our forthcoming education summit, which we have gotten approval from His Excellency, that all I'm assuring you that teacher professional development is for our in-service teachers in the We will also extend our hands to development partners like Learn to Read, UNICEF, and others to get support for learning and teacher training materials that we will be providing in the expanded schools. Understanding the financial capacity of our state and the economic condition of the country and even the world at large, we are hoping to request for support from many organizations. But most importantly, we are aware of the BESDA reward that was given to Bauchi State, and we hope that we will ensure that we have gained a slot for this project through the BESDA reward. We will also work with PCAs and SBMCs to support the creation of teacher, head teachers and parents platform like you have started. We have gotten an approval of His Excellency to establish an education committee. This will ensure improved mobilization of community members to participate in monitoring of schools. And we want to ensure that we incorporate your methods to see that they have been able to mobilize in that regard. The Director of Quality Assurance, SUBEB Bauchi, is putting up a robust and structured monitoring tool for teaching and learning by LGS and SUBEB. So in this juncture, at this juncture, permits me, we will ensure that this is extended to focus also on on your method and also extending to ECCDE. Thank you, Sesame Square, for bringing this life-changing project to us. Thank you all for the roles you have played in making it a success. I believe this is a stepping stone to a greater and better educational future in our nation. God bless you all.
You see what I mean? When I said if she is born, we're going to get what we want. Thank you, my dear Honorable Commissioner. I always say my younger sister, she's a firebrand. She's moving ahead. In fact, the steps are not one, she's taking two at a time. Thank you.
Thank you all. And I wish you success, I wish you happy the celebration. I will see you soon.
All right.
Bye. To continue with your program.
Bye. Thank you. Wow.
So we're going to get the speech from
Nadia. Nadia will give us the speech. Sophia, are we on track? That was the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Education, Bauchi, one of the youngest commissioners that we ever had in Bauchi, and quite vibrant. And what she said, I can tell you that all this will come to fruition, inshallah. So now we move into the real video. We react after these speeches. Okay? Video.
Austin, Austin don't have parents, but I can stop playing right.
Yeah, please play. After that, we go for lunch and prayer. Now we come back for the handing over.
All right.
Nadia, thank you.
Hi, my name is Mohammed. Today, I'm sharing tips on learning through audio files.
Remember that parents are the first and constant speaker.
Na ji daɗin wannan program ɗin sosai. Za mu ci gaba da yin wannan activity a gida da yara.
Gaskiya ne, wannan program ɗin ƙayatarwa.
Tip 1. Before the radio program, get your caregiver's activity booklet so that you can follow along. Tip 2. Prepare a learning space free from distractions. Always make sure the materials available for the activities are in good condition. Tip 3. Carry out the activities that you have learned. Remember to ask questions and encourage your child to participate. Tip 4. Praise your child whenever they do a good job. And encourage them when they need support.
I hope you found these tips useful as your children learn through audio files. Bye for now.
That's not a review for you. Not a review for the teacher.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Mohammed. I am a head teacher, and today I will sharing tips on how to be effective as a head teacher. Tip 1. Head teacher carries out 10 or more lessons of narration, including providing feedback each time, using the other learning techniques. Tip 2. As head teacher, quality professional development meetings each time. Tip 3. Make your school opens on time. Tip 4. Head teachers should have more than one strategy to promote teacher attendance. Tip 5. Ensure that more than half of the lessons begins and ends on time. Tip 6. Head teacher, conduct a meeting with parents at least once each time to build their trust in the school. Tip 7. Head teacher should attend or host at least one cluster meeting a time. I hope you found this week useful. See you next time.
morning. My name is Fatima Sahabo. I'm a school support officer. And today, I'll be sharing tips on the role of a school support officer.
Tip 1. Ensure you visit a school in your cluster every day and stay till the end of the school day, supporting teaching and learning. Tip 2. SSOs are meant to train, mentor, and monitor teaching and learning. Train. Head teachers, assistant head teachers, and teachers are trained on a regular basis to ensure requisite skills are being developed.
Based on observation you'll be having in your schools.
Mentor. It is important that SSOs are able to demonstrate good practice by mentoring, advising, and coaching so that their target audience will emulate them. Monitor. Ensure scheduled reports are submitted to the local government education authority every month, reporting the progress of teaching and learning in assigned schools. To sum it up, as a trainer, I introduce new learning ideas. As a mentor, I support teachers to try out new ideas in their schools. And as a monitor, I report the progress that schools are making by collecting and analyzing data about teaching, learning, and effective leadership.
I hope you found these tips useful in knowing the role of a school support officer. See you next time.
Hi, my name is Fatima Ahmed. I'm a teacher, and today I'll be sharing tips on teachers helping teachers.
Tip 1. Go through lesson plans together to share ideas. Tip 2. Meet with other teachers to share ideas on how to manage your class in terms of grouping and seating arrangement. Tip 3. Make learning materials together and keep them labeled for easy identification. Keep them in safe but easily accessible place. Tip 4. Observe each other's lessons to get new ideas to enrich your own lesson.
I hope you found this tips useful on how teachers can help teachers to make lessons interactive and fun. See you next time. Bye.
Learning in primary schools in Nigeria before the pandemic has always been face-to-face. During the lockdown, both learners and teachers were helpless about how to continue learning.
Because a lot of challenges for educating our children. That time the schools are locked, homes are locked, everywhere is locked, and the children are just at home. And no any provision for them in the system of education.
There wasn't any arrangement that was made for the children actually at any time of care level during lockdown.
Actually, I've not been teaching the child anything at home.
For meaningful learning to take place for early years, it has been found that play was most beneficial and rewarding. A mid-assessment was conducted in 20 schools in 2 northeastern states in Nigeria. The needs assessment research informed us that our children in early years were not learning.
What is expected of a child in that age, we find out that it's not there. What is expected of a teacher, what is doing with that age is not there. What is expected of the head teacher is not there. The experts, what is expected of them is not there. So the need just came out clear.
Roles needed to be shared, and education agencies had to swing into action to address and mitigate the needs of the schools.
SSQ had the stakeholders meeting which ensued from the initiation of the project, and they identified the relevant people that were both from the SUBEP and then the local government areas and then the schools themselves.
Parents want children to learn, but do not know how to help, and often did not feel they have a responsibility to help. After a stakeholders workshop, benchmarks were developed for teachers and a system created that involved the community as well as the state and local education agencies.
We like it, what we call it, and we at the SUBEP will do whatever it entails to make sure that we give the full support that we want. Today I'm at the head of affairs, and I am ready to make sure that this thing continue, so we won't have any problem at all, mostly.
This program is a blessing to us. It's a serious blessing to us in Adamawa State. And really, we will continue because it is attractive. It is so magnetic that anytime you are there, you find that you want to be part of it. You want to learn. You want to see how children are learning. And it is so easy that it makes things easier for the children to learn.
Before this program, as a head teacher of this school, in fact, I find it very difficult of supervising my teachers. Before, I normally go through the window to peep. If the teacher is also just in the class, we don't even mind either he is teaching or he is not teaching.
This system put in place had a goal, which was to ensure that teachers teach effectively and pupils learn. And what better way to help pupils learn than through play?
In this program, we know how to motivate people, how to motivate children, how to read them, how to take care of them, how to follow the lesson plan. I know how to teach them very well. They have trained us how to, more especially this cycle time. Before we don't used to do it. But in the morning now, around 8 o'clock to 9, we used to do cycle time. The children learn calendar. One of the year, at the end of the week, I did a couple of things. I'm fine, thank you. Initially, when they were reaching, I thought that these children will not pick up. But to my greatest surprise, I noticed that so many of them are now popping up and they are doing very well.
Materials were developed to support parents, teachers, head teachers, and the SSOs.
We have done what we don't know before. More especially the kind of methodology they use in training our teachers and even the community. So honestly, we are personally and highly.
Teachers, head teachers, and parents were trained on how to use the materials prepared to help pupils and ensure that learning takes place.
So yanzu za ka iya bani ɗaukar a cikin wa'innan ko muna ɗaukar bulu gani bulu kwalo. To ka gani shi ma wannan ya taimaka.
Yadda nan ba ta iya fahimta abubuwa sosai, ba ta iya gamsanta karamin small letter da big letter ba ta iya babbata, amma daga muka samu system program nan sai ya kasance tana iya babbanta me small letter me big letter a yi bisi kuma ta san column.
Capital A, small a.
And those parents you are seeing here, they are parents that have children in my school, that is the South Primary School. And during this program, they also have an interest that they want to learn so that they'll be able to take care of their children at home. They now ask, what can they do? So normally there's a program taking place in my school, that is the South Primary School, Saturday and Sunday. So I now ask them to try and enroll themselves in that adult education, which they did.
Da in a da yaran suka zo da ba ma iya mai da hankali mu koyar da su abubuwan da muka sani a yanzu kenan sai dai mu zuwa musu ido iya malamai abin da suka koya musu da shi za su yi wani amma yanzu alhamdulillah mu ma muna zuwa muna koya kuma muna faɗakar da su
su ma suna gane abubuwa da wanda suka sani a ƙara tunatar da su a gida.
Gaskiya na ji daɗin wannan program ne aka fito mana da shi saboda ya ƙarfafa min gwiwa domin komawa makaranta na Asabar da Lahadi. Saboda a cikin karatun da muke yi ana koyar da inda za mu koyar wa yara ko da a ce sun dawo gida muna koyar musu da abin da ba su sani ba.
I am aware that the parents were trained and are also invited and are attended. All the materials we are given during this program, the community will take good care of the materials and keep it in my house or in their houses so that they will be using it, training their children at home, especially during what you said lockdown or all this insurgency period.
The Teaching Smarter program succeeded in bridging the distance between the parents, teachers, head teachers, LGEA, and SUBEB.
After the teachers, the monitor, the teachers, the people, the normally go to the school and the monitor. After completing the report, we bring it to us. After I go to it, then I study, then I took it to SUBEB, that is the aspect. I must to the quality assurance in the board to go to it. This is the summary report of the 4 schools. As you can see here, the schools are Karewa Primary School, Demsao, Ofare, and Bekaji. So after collecting the report from the quality assurance, so I'm starting and took it personally to the quality assurance in our headquarters, that is SUBEB. So this was the
Pre-service teachers went through an online training course for the ECC on the techniques for effective teaching.
95% of child learning is through play. The other 5% is and the rest of things. But when you don't stop that deep until offline, because we watch so many videos on the offline, actually
effective in our classes. We took our classes seriously. Initially, we just come and do lecture and do. But this time around, we try to practicalize most of the things we do, hands-on activities, and the students too. They are happy because we engage them in group activities, and we ask them to just go online and learn more about computer.
If you want to catch them young and give them the activities and the stories and the pictures, they see and learn.
The materials given to teacher is really imparting knowledge on the child.
I have to commend them for this wonderful job that they have done in my area.
And our teachers are already enjoying their work, their patients are enjoying the learners, are enjoying what has been done.
I thank the Sesame Square for initiating this program in Adamawa here.
Yeah, a very interesting photo story of SSQ. This is photo story at times when you play the photo story of a program. It's a real takeaway because you see and you listen. Thank you.
And help you while we handover materials to you. We are very proud, we are very excited, we are ecstatic that this program came to Nigeria and landed in Adamawa and Bauchi State. On behalf of the relationship between us and the partnership that has been formed. This partnership will continue to grow until we reach every single school in Adamawa State by the grace of God. Oh yeah.
Are you taking pictures? Take wine, take wine. I don't get wine. Take.
Thank you very much. Thank you. A round of applause for Adamawa State. On behalf of Sesame Workshop New York, Sesame Spread Nigeria Foundation, Lego Foundation, we would like to hand over these materials to Bounty State to bed, symbolizing our partnership that exists between us. So it's not making it today, but it will continue to all the schools in Bounty State. Representative of the public but we would like to say that the online course is now taking place. We're now dividing in Sesame Workshop online, and it's called Moodle. The new website is called Moodle, and if you have your phone with you, if you come here and you take it directly to the new online place where the Moodle course, the online course is being situated. So congratulations. Now you can have thousands of students on this. It's not limited anymore, it's unlimited. Congratulations, coming to the education. You're welcome. Thank you so very much. You guys are so
Yes, this is amazing. This is very amazing. Now, we have the curtain of the cake. Sophia? Yes. Curtain of the cake.
Director, explain to them, make nobody breathe. Can you all come out of that place? Thank you.
Please, we want to see you here to sit. Please, we want to sit here.
Can we have representatives?
Yeah, come on, support UNICEF. Come on, support.
It's not on its way.
Media, learning to read. Sitting around, come on, support the cutting of the cake. TRCN, please come forward. Yes? Okay.
Where is the representative of the commissioner?
For the good of all our little ones, Mr. and So before we have the Sesame birthday, we have this one that has 3 characters, which was at the instance of Mr. Big. He insisted he must do this game. And he more than insisted, gave us money to make this game from his own pocket. So please let's roll our thoughts for him. Oh, God! the office came to show our friends and support for the completion of this project because it was not easy. I can stand here and testify. It was not easy, but God saw us through. So, where is the line? All right, so I'm ready to understand. Please put their hands on the page. And we're going to say, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. So we're going to say that, and at the end of that, you're going to come and say, 1, 2, go. From teacher to teacher, keep up the good work. Thank you. So,
what we have discussed here, the project will be taken forward by those people responsible. Thank you, Vice Chairman. Thank you, the Honorable Commissioner of Education, for the wonderful presentation you have done, and your own commitment that demonstrated that OT is going to show. We have done the Commissioner of the University Adamawa, and we pray that this will continue to be our way forward. Thank you so much, and I wish you safely back home. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, once again. I know that you are on the line, on the queue for food, but if you can hear me, say hello. Hello. If you can hear me, say hello. Hello. If you can hear me, say thank you. Thank you. Thank you to our MC, Madam Halima. Come on, round of applause for Madam Halima. I told her from the beginning, when we were doing this handover, we are asking her to come. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for answering this occasion. May God bless you. And I pray that the next time we come together again, is to talk about the successes in Adamawa and Hausa State, and you will still be the person leading the home of affairs when this goes down. It goes down louder and larger than this by the grace of God. Thank you so very much, Halima. God bless you.
I feel humbled. I appreciate the fact that SSQ family recognized me all the way from Boston to the here. I'm really humble. And I hope I have made a difference. And I hope I have hampered very well. And I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take everyone back home safely. May He continue to bring us together like this and to fulfill all the missions. And may He also grant us all our demands, inshallah. We want a volunteer to pray for us, the Christian prayer. A volunteer, please.
I'll give it to my member.
Allah, we bless the name. We thank you for a moment like this. We commend this gathering in the morning for this program. The wonderful program that you initiated, because you took the guide when we started the program. We asked for your permission, we started well in lining. As we have ended everything successfully. Lord, we command all thy servants and protect the organizers of this program. This is not the end of our struggle. We want this program to be sustained in all the young corners of Nigeria. Those that plan this program, we commit them in their hands so that you give them more wisdom to parliament affairs, not only here in Nigeria. As we leave this place for our various nations, we pray for your service. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.